All right, you definitely don't want to use a stick. You want to use a block, and you got to get a little rough with this thing. You can see the dents that I put in this thing. Run one there and one here, but it is moving now. Almost clear. There she popped. Almost. This bearing did anyway. A little bit more. Now she's out. There she be. Now I gotta get this gear off of there. I'm going to take this over to my bench so I can clamp it, but I'm just going to put a crescent wrench on here. Let's just see what happens here. Yeah, I'm gonna clamp it and I'll be right back. Alright, in the instructions they show a guy using a crescent wrench. I could not get that crescent wrench to bite. It is a hex. I think it's whatever, 3/16 hex, or maybe it's 6 millimeter. But my wrenches would not fit it anyway. But I just grabbed it with a channel lock, a small channel lock I have. Squeezed nice and tight and just slowly rotated it, and it came out fairly easily, I guess. Alright, let's move on. Just gonna make sure. You can't see this one, but there's a lot of grease here. And I'll save that. That's where the Helix goes, Helix gear. All right, back up here. We're coming up on an hour and a half so far. That's a snug fit. All right, I'm going to get a socket and give this a few lub taps here. All right, I got a 3/4 inch socket here. You want to make sure that you're staying on that race, the inner race of the bearing. I'm going to hold this up as parallel as I can and just give it a couple of taps. If I had my mallet, I would. Got to go get that. it's starting. I'm getting this end started, and this, I've got to make sure this bearing gets concentric with that opening down there. Alright, it's started down there too, so I think I can let go of that. We've got about a 1/4 of an inch to go here. I'm going to spin this a little bit so I can get a better angle here. Son of a, that was my finger. Alright, I'm down to about a 1/16. I'll just keep working on this until I get it all the way home. Alright, I think she's home. The way to check that, I think, will be to put that snap ring in. I know that's not what they tell you to go backwards on the instructions here. So if going backwards, I would put the gearbox back on and the chain. But I want to make sure. Well, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to take some of this grease, put it on the gear. Now I gotta I have to operate my speed selector here to put this in. So right now it's on dimensioning, and I gotta flip it to finishing as I'm pulling this in. I gotta keep that there. There we are. Goes the other way. See if I can get these screws started here. Yeah, it starts. that. Gotta grab my other wrench. Well, I have to assume that this is meshed properly. I'm going to leave it on dimensioning, even though it was on finishing when I started. So we're going to see how it works out here. I guess that's a little bit of a word to the wise there. When you put yours in, make sure you have it on dimensioning. Yeah, dimensioning instead of finishing. Okay. Now the chain on this side is this one. Already got the one snap ring on. Where's the other one? There it is. Gonna hold it down at the bottom and just pry it open over the top. It snaps right in there. Now I can put the cover back on, I believe. Yeah. Pivot this back around and I got to put that snap ring in on the other side. There we go. Alright, spins freely. That's good news. Alright, next on the agenda, pulley. Now the nut. Gotta get my wrench and give that a slight tightening. Okay. So I just jammed a piece of wood in here to hold the head from spinning, and then gave that nut a little snug up with that wrench. Okay, I think I can put the belt back on. Yeah. Let's go the other way. I'm going to turn that with my glove hand here. Oh, that ain't going to work. Okay. Boy, that thing is tight. My other glove on here. I think that's all the way on. One more. There. Okay. Okay, hook the tensioner back up. And back down to putting the covers and handle on. On the spring lock on the inside. Okay, so this cover can go back on. Handle. Okay, we're at 2.5 hours right now. This one's got a hex end on it, which accepts that right there. When it pulls up, it locks. But this one is round, I believe, and I don't think it's going to take that. Yeah, that's round. There are no flats on this head. And I suppose that makes sense because you got to rotate. You don't want this to lock on you anyway. Okay, so that doesn't have to go back in. Oh, I'm a little concerned about that gear. So I'm going to keep a close listen on that. Let's see, yeah. Well, for one thing, it's a heck of a lot quieter, that's for sure. All right, let's run the board. Try that right there. That is sweet. And there is a nice finish. If I look down that, I'm not going to say it doesn't need any sanding, but no ridges. Put a straight edge on here once. And they have just a little daylight right about here. Yeah, and I can feel that too. So I would need to make one more pass. But that is nice. Beautiful. And the nice thing about it is it's nice and uniform, nice and flat all the way across. Beautiful. And quieter. I really like that too. It's so much quieter than those spinning blades that make all that racket. Wow, I'm gonna like that. All right, thanks for watching.